I'm Staff Sergeant Allie Rose. The Defense Department is closely watching the situation in Egypt. Chairman of the Joint Chiefs, Admiral Mike Mullen, phoned his Egyptian counterpart this morning. This was their second conversation since General Sami Ian returned to Cairo last week. The chairman thanked him for their continued contact, reiterated his desire to see the situation return to calm. He also expressed his confidence in the Egyptian military's ability to provide stability and security to the country. And Admiral Mullen is lauding the relationship between Secretaries Robert Gates and Hillary Clinton. Admiral Mullen says their working relationship is an example of the country need to adopt.
We cannot, in this world we're living in right now, live without the kind of relationship that we have right now between these two secretaries. The difference that they make in terms of setting the example, the standard, and it resonates throughout both organizations. You can see it whether, from the very top to the most junior people we have in the field.
Admiral Mullen spoke about the Secretary's relationship at the annual Chiefs of Mission Conference at the Department of State in Washington, D.C. And a big happy birthday to the last living American veteran of World War I. Frank Buckles turned 110 on Tuesday. It's been 94 years since he entered the so-called war to end all wars. The former doughboy lied about his age and joined the military at age 16.
The old sergeant told me that the quickest way to get to France was to go in the ambulance corps.
Following the war, the French awarded Buckles the Legion of Honor. A war later, he was working for a shipping company in Manila when Pearl Harbor was attacked. He was captured by the Japanese and spent 3 years in a POW camp. That's your news update. For more military news and signature programming, head online to PentagonChannel.mil.
February is Black History Month, and the Department of Defense will commemorate African Americans who served in the Korean War during a program next Friday at the Pentagon. 7 veterans from all branches will share firsthand accounts about the impact President Harry S. Truman's executive order to integrate the military had on them during that time. The Pentagon Channel will bring you more on this story next week. It's also tax season, and this year military families get a slight break. The tax filing deadline has been extended to Monday, April 18th for 2011. And the legal office at RAF Lakenheath is bracing for an onslaught of airmen rushing for refunds. Air Force Staff Sergeant Alana Ingram has the story.
Tax Center, may I help you?
Tax season can bring joy or heavy sighs when one opens their pocketbook. Knowing this makes preparing especially important at tax time. This is where the Tax Center at your local base helps. At RAF Lakenheath, the go-to person at the Tax Center is Dana McCrae, the Tax Center manager. She's filed military returns for nearly 4 years, but even with all her experience, being overseas has taught her that she still has a few things to learn.
I'm going to be asking for a lot of help because I've never done the tax program overseas with a foreign income. I don't have that hands-on experience, so for the first few returns, I'm going to have a seasoned volunteer make sure, because this is money that you're dealing with. This is their livelihood.
Although Dana is constantly learning something during tax season, the real benefit goes to the military members. Even airmen's shops stand to benefit from the legal office's services. Tech Sergeant Lucian Blake uses the Tax Center and thinks it's a great service.
I'm not an accountant, and I appreciate the service that the Tax Center provides, the convenience. I can just come over here, get it done, get right back to work. Boss appreciates it too.
Dana knows there are lots of places service members can file taxes, but says no matter where you go, there's one thing you need to do. Check, check, check to make sure your return is correct. Air Force Staff Sergeant Alana Ingram, RAF Lakenheath, United Kingdom.
And you can also check out MilitaryOneSource.com for a list of free resources available to help you along. IRS.gov also has a list of companies that offer free filing. Click on individuals, then military, or just give your base legal office a call. Coming up ahead on Around the Services, Winter Storm Watch. We'll have the latest on the National Guard's response. But first, new citizens. Dozens of service members attend a special ceremony in Afghanistan. Downrange is next.